Welcome, stamping friends. It's Marilyn here with Stamping Creations with Marilyn, coming to you on June 1st for my first June Facebook Live. Happy to have you join me, whether you've been here before, whether you're coming back, you're always welcome. I'm going to share a couple of the new things. Of course, with Stampin' Up, there's always new things happening, and June is no different. So we have some new specials happening and some up-and-coming events and whatever. So I will share some of those with you when I turn you down to the desk and you can see my printouts. And I just want to thank everyone who joined us on Saturday for Stamping Staycation. We had a ball helping you learn new things, sharing tips with you, sharing our projects with you, and hopefully all of you, as well as some more, will come back on September 11th for our next one. So looking forward to doing that with you again. And at that time, we will have the new holiday catalog. We can now pre-order the catalogs to be sent out to our customers. So if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you live in Canada, I would love to send you a catalog. Just let me know. Message me on Facebook here and I will look after getting that to you. I can order them now. They will not go out until the first part of July. And you can purchase from them in August. So there is a bit of a time thing in there, but like I say, we are eligible to start our list now for sending them out. So be in touch if you'd like to have anything along that line. I'd love to help you out. So let me switch my camera down to my desk and I will show you what I have today. I'm going to switch that and try not to make you dizzy and get it so you can see what I'm going to show you, and hopefully the stand stays where I put it. Sometimes you never quite know what's going to happen with that. So just checking to make sure I'm in the right spot. Looks like everything is happening there, so that is a good thing. And I do believe I have the sound turned down, so we shouldn't have any feedback there. So first thing you can see on my desk is I have a new host code. If you are purchasing online and your order from me and your order is under $200, I would appreciate you using the host code. If it's over $200, you will get your own stamping rewards for that order, and it starts out at 10%. So for $200, you're looking at a $20 there. But that is normal. That is what's stated here. But until June 14th, we have a current promotion happening, Connect, Craft, and Collect, for an extra $30. So when you reach $300, you get the 10% rewards, but you get an additional $30. So that's $60 that you can spend. So if you have friends and family that would like to order with you, combine the orders, that's great. You can do that. You can have what we call a workshop, a party, a virtual. I can do a Zoom party with you and your friends if you want. We can do 2 or 3 cards and you can then place orders. Just let me know. I'm available most of the time because we're still hanging out at home here, and I would love to help you gain some of those rewards. So keep in touch. As of today, June 1st, we have a last chance promotion. Try and put that where you can see it. So the products from this mini catalog are going to be retiring at the end of June, as the catalog indicates. And they have come up with a list of the items. Some of them are up to 50% off. Some of them are carrying forward to the new catalog, so they will not be on the discount part, but they will be still in the catalog. And one of the set that I'm using today is actually in the catalog and it's not being carried forward. So I hope you're going to like it, and I hope that you would consider purchasing it, because it's a beautiful set for grandparents and anyone who's going to become a grandparent kind of thing. So this is the set I'm going to use today, called Treasures of Life. And as you can see, I haven't used much of it, so I was really tickled when I came up with this design for today. So the last chance products, again, I will be posting this on my website, in my emails to you, and on my Facebook page, and you can see the sale prices. But you can see right here, some of them are 50% off. So great deals. And of course, as always, it is one of those, they're only good till they're gone. There's no, while supplies last. That's the words I'm looking for, I guess. So let's carry on. Oh, the other thing that's happening today, and I'm just going to let you continue studying this for a moment while I run and grab it. It's not far away. Is the new kits program that Stampin' Up! Has come out with. And that is this. Starting June 1st, customers can purchase these kits. And there is a brochure about them. Creativity Made Easy. So it comes as a kit. Everything that you need to do your cards or your projects is in that kit. We still have Paper Pumpkin, which is a subscription plan, but these kits, and it's under stampinup.ca/kits, they are only, if they're available, you can buy them. Therefore, there's no back orders happening, and you'll get whatever you order. What I would suggest doing is getting some friends together, picking a kit to order, doesn't have to be the same one, and then we can do a Zoom gathering, virtual gathering, where you each work on your kits. We can visit, you can show what you're making, and it's a great way to craft with others. So we have two kits now, the Paper Pumpkin and the kits, and I'll just quickly show you what comes in one. It's an instruction sheet. This one is a little smile card kit, full color instructions. Everything numbered. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different, and that's a different one on that side too. And then on the back, it does tell you everything that's in the kit. So you get a stamp set. You get a Stampin' Spot. Obviously goes with the colors in the kit. You get a block to put your stamps on. You get some adhesive, and you get all the pieces. This is some twine. You get some punch outs that you can glue. You get some little cards in this particular kit, a package to hold them, some other embellishments, the envelopes for the cards, different colors, and all of it coordinated, of course, because that's what Stampin' Up! Is known for. So if you're interested in any of those, you can check it out on my Stampin' Up! Website, and they will be there. So welcome, welcome. Okay, the set I'm using, as I mentioned, is Treasures of Life, and you can find it on page 71 of the mini catalog, where it shows the words. It is $1 million set, which means that Gail Murray achieved $1 million sales, and this is the set she helped design. There are some samples, which is always great. You can always case the catalog, as we call it, meaning copy and share what's in the catalog. So whether you do it in these colors or not, or just monochromatic like this, doesn't matter. You can case the catalog. And then it has the stamp set. This is shown full size in this particular one. And it also tells you what blocks you need, because it is a clear, what we call a clear mount stamp set, so you will need blocks to put the stamps on. So the ones I'm going to use today are this one, and this one. So I will bring in my sets and we will do a bit of stamping. I have I've made some, which I'll show you at the end, but I decided the one that I'm going to demo for you is going to be done in this Misty Moonlight. So the ones I did earlier were, I have a pink one, I have a yellow one, I have a green one. I don't know about you, but when we were having, way back when we were having our children, we were not able to, the choice wasn't there, and I don't know if we'd have used it anyway, to determine the sex of the baby. So when we did our decorating for getting ready, we did it in neutral, what I'm going to call neutral colors. They weren't neutral, but it was either a green or a yellow that could work for both. So I made, earlier I made a green card, sorry, trying to think while I'm talking, shouldn't be doing that. A yellow one, a pink one, and now this is a blue one. So I like to do my stamping on my card base first, in case I have make a mess and have to turn it over. So I'm going to put this on the inside. Once again, I do mount my block, or my words, at an angle so that I'm looking at the words, not the block when I stamp them. And my black is really juicy, so I'm not going to close it up. I'm just going to take my time to clean my stamp. And as you can see, I just cleaned my chamois, and it's still quite wet. So it is clean, even though it looks like that. But I like to clean my stamps as I go as well, because I'm forever laying things all over the place. I don't know if you guys do that, but so I'm going to let that dry. On the front of my card, I have quite a few pieces here. Oh, I know why. Okay, on the front of my card, I'm going to stamp this one, which is the hands and the baby hand with the I love you. And again, because it's a bigger stamp, I'm going to ink it this way. And I like leaving my black ink like that so that I can just lay the ink pad on it. Just make sure that is the right one. And kind of in the center, kind of up a little bit, because I have a focal point as well that I want to put on it. And once again, that one is the Memento ink, because I am going to color that little heart in the center that says I love you. So I want the right kind of ink that will allow me to color with the blends. So I'll do that in a moment. Then on this one, I am going to stamp the joy of grandchildren is measured by the heart. And you'll kind of get the message about that when you see what I'm going to do with it after. So this one isn't quite so large, so I am going to ink it on a level surface. Let's move that out of there, maybe. And I want it where I can punch it out with a punch that I have. But I do have to let it dry. You know what? I don't know if that's up high enough, so we'll try that one, just so we've got everything stamped. So there. So as you're waiting and watching, sorry I didn't get around to giving you a list of what I was using so you could create with me, but I would love to see it if you're going to create something similar afterwards and have you post it underneath this video, because it's a great community that we have where we share all of our designs. So I have 2 heart punches that come as a bundle together. It's a heart punch pack. The words I'm going to punch out, oh, that first one did work, with the plain punch. And as you can see, they just fit. And then the background for that, I'm going to punch out with a scallop with the same color of Misty Moonlight. So those punches work well for so many different things. So I'm going to attach that with liquid glue. You've often heard us probably say that we like using this because we have wiggle room. Just want to point out that one of the better things to do with it is don't put your glue right along the edges, because it will squish out if you're doing that. Hello, Amanda. Welcome, welcome. Haven't seen or talked to you in a long time. But I did see your pictures of bike riding. Glad you guys are enjoying this nice weather. So there is my words for the front. And I need to finish off the pieces now. We'll just, if it's not shiny, the ink has dried well enough that I can work with it. So I'm going to add a piece of ribbon, and this ribbon is nice and shiny on both sides, so it doesn't matter which side you put it on. I'm going to use a glue dot on either end, and you can put that, use your ribbon like that just over your glue dot and pick it up, and then place it where you want. And I want mine just kind of towards the side of that. I am going to tie another piece for a bow, but that's where I want it. Then I am going to use dimensionals to put it on this layer because of the ribbon. And I'm down to the end of this sheet of dimensionals, as you can see, but do not throw away when you've used all the center pieces, because these are still really good and sticky pieces to use. So let me know if you've been doing some gardening. The weather here in Alberta has been fantastic the last few days. I do hear that in this part of Alberta we are good chance that we will end up getting a few showers, maybe thunder showers, because the temperatures are getting quite high, but that will cool it down for nighttime sleeping. So there is that layer on there, and I'm going to use my blend, and this is the lighter one, with the brush end. We have a brush end and a pen nib end, maybe. And hi Terry, see your comment. Thank you for commenting. While I'm thinking of that as well, I do have a draw each week for everyone who comments on my video, and I send out the card that I make on the video will come to you, or the project, and as soon as I'm done the project here, I will tell you who won last week's. So you can see, I'll hold that, I don't know where my lighting is, I'm looking through the camera now. I hope you can see that it still says I love you, and it matches the background. Then I am going to place that on my card front, and my little heart is going to go down here. So for that, because I've already used glue dimensionals behind here, which raises the layer, I'm going to use liquid glue on this one, and again dimensionals on the heart. So once again, I suggest not putting huge amounts of this glue, and you don't need it right to the edge. And then you'll see most of us doing something like that, and I don't know, I guess, well, it does help stick it down better, but it's not a must. So I always make sure that I've got the greeting going the right way on the inside, and then carefully place it, trying to get equal space all around it. And for me, I have always turned mine over and embellished them on this side rather than running my hand over this side, just in case there's any ink on my hands as well as on the paper that's not dried yet. So I have that on. Then I'm going to put this heart, like I say, on here, and because it's going over the ribbon just a little bit, I don't want my dimensionals on that part. I'm going to move it over kind of there, as well as these, and put that on. And again, just for visual, I like having this little tip of it just over the bottom. Everybody has different ideas as to where these things should go. Hi Yvonne, welcome. I know you've been doing some gardening, as I'm sure lots of others have. I even have a few flowers planted and some tomatoes, thanks to my daughter-in-law for starting them. So I'm just going to tie this extra piece of ribbon in here, pull it tight, and then trim the ends of it. I personally have to trim them together. You may wonder why. I can't. If I started trimming on this one and then wanted this one the same length, not going to happen. So I always do them together, but that's just me. So there is basically our card, but I do believe we need a little bit of sparkle. So I have some what's called Opal Rounds. And as you can see, I hope, they are just very shiny. What did I do with my... Oh, I have to take your pick tool here, I'll use it. They're different sizes. There's large ones and smaller ones, so I'm going to use, and they are adhesive. So I'm just going to add one there by the heart. I'm going to add a large one about there. And there's no hard and fast rule as to what to do with anything like this, but for me, that's what I like. And there is our card. So let me know what you think. I will show you the other colors, and you can see what a difference it does make with just adding different colors in the background. And then I do have a few others with this set that I will show you. So I have the green one, which is Coastal Cabana. So it's not a bright green, but it's a green. I have So Saffron, and definitely you can see when I colored, you can certainly see the words a lot clearer there. And I have them out of the camera, which is not very nice for you. So I'll move them. Then I have the pink one. And this started out with, thanks Lillian, nice to see you here. This one started out because my next door neighbor recently had a granddaughter, and they have a little grandson that's 2 years old, and then they had a granddaughter. So on my list of to-do things, I have make them a baby card, so this one is going to them. So let me know what you like, and then I'm going to share. Lillian, that I just mentioned, is watching. Thank you, Lillian, for sharing your cards. These are some that she shared with me earlier when this set came out. Again, just done with pink and grays, a little bit of I love you there. This one is one done with a vellum heart. This is done with a die, and there is vellum doilies behind. Yvonne, if you're still watching, these are your doilies that you just purchased. And a bit of embossed, like your embossing folder on the back of there. And then these are two done with note cards. So you can see, love the words with this, and it's done just with a blue and then with a black, I'm thinking maybe a dark gray for the words there. But these are little note cards that we have come with envelopes. So great things you can do with that set. And if you're like some of us, my age group, we have grandkids, and we can always use cards like this for, even though we're older grandkids, I could even see sharing one of those with one of the older ones, just to let them know that they are the joy of my heart, and I love having them around. So another tidbit to share with you, this is the ribbon I used today. It is called Fine Art Ribbon, and it has, oh, it has a whole bunch of description on there, but because it's more fabric than plastic, I guess I'll call it, I have been storing it with one of my quilting pins to hold it in place so it doesn't undo when it's in my ribbon rack. I don't do that with all the ribbons because sometimes the pins will leave noticeable marks in them that you can't get out, but on this one it works really well. So before I go, just I want to thank you again for joining me, And please, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Join me there as well. I love to share with everyone. And if you don't have a demonstrator in Canada, I'd love to be that person for you. But this is what I made last week. If you haven't seen it, the video is still both on my Facebook page and on YouTube. It's a little box that we have, and I just decorated the top. And when I ran all the names that commented on that video through my wheel of names, I ended up with Carolyn D as the winner. So Carolyn, I will be in touch with you and we'll get that sent off to you. So please comment, please let me know how you're doing, and if there's anything you'd like me to demo. I'm happy to please and share with all of you. So thanks again, take care.